Hey there, Mel High School, and happy Sunday. This is Dr. Foster coming to you with our first full week's edition of Bulldog eNews. Want to brag on our students and staff as we opened school this past week and now have 3 days of school under our belt. And by all sake and purposes, it's been a great opening. So, to our students and our staff, thank you so much. Hope you've had a great weekend, a restful weekend, got to spend some time and unplug with your families and friends, and are ready for a full 5 day week. So, to students and families, I want to share and start off. If you're receiving this this week, for a little differently than I did last year and in previous years, you should be receiving this on Monday morning. I often say, I hope you've had a great weekend. Hope you've had a chance to rest and unplug and all those kinds of things. And to be honest, sending this on Sunday distracts from that a little bit. So we're going to wait each week and send communication first thing Monday morning to our students, our staff, and our community for the week ahead because we want you to be fully engaged and unplugged and away from school over the course of the weekend. So this will be the first edition, the first run at that. So nonetheless, our substance and our approach and how we communicate should not change at all. So I did want to start off each week. This really probably is no surprise, but if you didn't hear or haven't heard, currently, we are under a situation with masking, universal masking, and that decision is made every Thursday evening. That comes through the CDC, and it is done through what's called a community level metric. And so those are either red, yellow, or green. Currently, Jefferson County, Kentucky is in the red. So as a result, we are expected to be in mask this week, the week of August 15th. So as that rolls forward each Thursday, the color code is updated, and that will in turn determine whether or not we wear masks the following Monday through Friday. So since we were in red last Thursday, all of JCPS will be in mask this week, the week of August 15th. All right. Also want to start right here. One of the things we're trying to do at school is make a little more efficient use of our time. We used to do announcements that got as long as 7, 8, 10 minutes in the morning. So we're trying to do a better job with that. So our daily announcements are being shared a couple different ways to not take up that instructional time. So right here, parents want to share with you a link where our announcements are shared daily. And they basically scroll through an autoplay feature. So feel free to open those up. You can put them on your browser. You can scroll through those on your phone and always see what's going on and what's being shared with our students in our school during the week, Monday through Friday, not just on Monday morning. All right, want to start here with a reminder for upperclassmen and begin to build a habit with our freshmen. We have now divvied out over 2,000 Chromebooks to all Louisville Male High School students. So parents, at this point, it becomes an expectation that every student bring a fully charged Chromebook each and every school day. They're school issued Chromebooks. So that's something we're going to hit early and often. And so we hope that becomes a ritual, a daily ritual, just like plugging in a student's cell phone, maybe setting some things aside, getting ready for school the next day, but simply plugging in that Chromebook, making sure it's ready, and making sure that Chromebook comes to school with each student each day. If there are any Chromebook issues that come up throughout the course of a day, a week, the school year, we have a help ticket system. That is the most efficient way that the folks that can take care of a Chromebook can do so. So right here, this link, if you click on that, anytime you have an issue with your Chromebook, that will be sent out weekly. But that's the best way to get that ball rolling. Some other Chromebook updates. These were sent last week. None of these are new. Again, to reiterate, every male student received a Chromebook this year. And also, every student should be doing a new updated user agreement form. So I attached a couple of things here from Mr. Daniel, our school technology resource coordinator. But right here is the user agreement. And then right here is if you ever get stuck with your password, he wanted to share that information there as well. All right, going to change gears. Each year, I've made it a priority to communicate to our students, our staff, and our families how we send communication from mail out. And so none of these modes of communication are new or really changed from last year. But I'll remind you of our landline phone number, our school website address. We will continue to use school messenger. So if you're not getting emails from me, via email and text. Those come from a tool called School Messenger. Also, you can see our school accounts for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then obviously any JCPS employee has a common email address, which is their first name dot last name, and then the suffix is the same for everything. All right, want to reiterate a couple things from our first 3 days. I shared this with freshmen and freshman families. Our arrival and dismissal procedures. This is huge as we get settled into a new school year. Want to remind any parent and any student that comes in on campus or leaves in the afternoon via a car. So you would be deemed a car rider. That happens in front of Gaines on the Preston Highway side, and we use the Cemetery Lane entrance. So you can see right here a diagram. That is critical. There is no other point on campus that should be used for car ride or drop off or pick up in the afternoon. That should happen only in front of Gaines Auditorium. So please help us with that. I want to remind you that the center of our campus, or the main entrance, if you will, is designated for bus riders and bus riders only. That's before school and after school. And you can see there their traffic flow. They essentially loop in and hang to the right and either drop off or load in front of Gaines, and then we'll circle around and leave through the main exit. And then finally, student drivers. Want to remind you that you are expected to turn at Circle K onto Durrett Lane. You'll take a right on Carroll and then a right on Brookenbreck, and you'll either park in the junior lot or the senior lot. And so that is a one direction traffic flow both before and after school. So student drivers, make sure you help us out with that. A really good week and a good start with dress code. I share with you once again our dress code for the school year. Very minimal changes, really none at all, just some things that we're focusing on to clean up from last year. So to remind our students to please open that link and check it out. The big thing from this past week was clarification on t-shirts. If you're wearing a t-shirt, it must be an approved male high t-shirt from the campus store. Make sure that we understand that. Spirit cards and IDs, unfortunately, we've had a huge issue with getting lanyards shipped to us. So right now, our students do not have Spirit cards and IDs quite yet. We're hoping to get to those in the next week or two. So parents, if your student has told you that they don't have to wear their ID yet, they are correct. The new lanyards are not in, and we are awaiting those. Want to remind everyone that school breakfast and school lunch is back to students and families being charged for that. Obviously, last year and the year before, when we came back from COVID, that was free to every student, no questions asked. But that's back to quote unquote normal procedures. Free and reduced lunch is still available for families that apply. If you have any questions, give us a call. We'll be happy to work through and talk through that with you. Our counselors have been working very hard to get our students situated into schedules, taking care of any issues that come up. And obviously, they do a weekly newsletter. So right here is already volume 2 for the school year. Make sure to check that out. Parents, I will tell you, it is a plethora of information throughout the school year about a variety of things. So make sure you're not only checking out Bulldog eNews, but check out the counseling newsletter each weekend. Also, our athletic director, Mr. Kelsey, our assistant athletic director, Miss Emily, do a great job making sure that our community knows what's going on in regards to athletics. Things are starting to pick up a little bit for fall sports. You can see the schedule for the week. And then obviously some information about keeping up with Coach Kelsey on Twitter, and also some information about tickets for the rest of the year. So Male Community, I end with this. This last section each week is a placeholder for just all things positive. We want to promote our students in school, out of school, around campus, in our community. So if you have anything cool that you can send my way, we want to congratulate, brag, give shout outs, etc., to any Bulldog throughout the course of the school year. So don't hesitate to send me those pictures. Send them to me on email. You can send them to me via our social media things. Got some help this week from our PTSA and our Brook and Breck, just some first day of school pictures. So we got things started. So don't hesitate to send me good news, things that we can brag about our students. We know that the world needs that. So again, this will be coming to you each week, Monday morning. I'm going to leave you alone this year on Sunday. I hope you've had a great weekend. Let's make it a fantastic week. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon.